Hey y'all, welcome back. This here's Portie's Garage. On today's episode, we've got Mick's 2002 Lexus SC 430 convertible, and we are going to be looking at redoing or buffing up these yellow headlights. So what do we got today, Mick?
All right, like you said, these aren't that bad, but they got a little yellowing. I think the driver's side's a little worse than the passenger. It might just be the lights that we're seeing in here. So let's go over some of the things we've got today. We've got sandpaper we need, 400, 800. I didn't have 600. Mr. Portie had 600 because he's been working on that guy.
The box stud.
So then once we sand this down, I've got the K2 we're using on there. So I think the first thing we've got to do is we've got to tape around the lights so when we sand we're not hitting the rubber or any of the paint. And I think I'm going to lift the hood because that edge is right here. And then once we get that taped, we will sand each one. I think we're doing wet sand, aren't we?
Yes, sir.
Wet sand. And then when we're ready to use the K2, we'll cover a little bit of plastic. We don't want any of this having spots. Paint's not the best on here, but I don't want to make it any worse than it is. So let's get this taped. I don't know if you want to show that.
Do you got any more in the bag?
Oh crap, I do. I've got 3,000. We probably won't need that. But I also got a Portie's Garage shirt.
Giddy up.
So I think I'm taking off the work shirt. Just came off of work, and we'll put this on so you'll see this in the next clip. So let's get to it. So, little side note. Power steering fluid. Look how dark that is. I've drained just the reservoir 3 times now, and it's still really dark. I'm here on these guys, all the LS's, that this happens all the time, and sometimes it screws up your power steering. So they say you don't have to replace it because they don't want to dislodge all the debris that may be in your steering column or your rack and pinion, but try to flush that out a little bit. So I'm still working on that. Looks like I got to do it again. So we got tape on around. You just got to watch. I got the rubber pretty much covered. I don't think I should hit it, and I got all the metal. You can see a little bit of water, spray bottle, sprayed it down. Got the 400 going right here, wet dry. Got a little pad so I don't have finger dimples in. I don't think it'll be that sensitive. Mr. Portie likes doing that on the Porsche so he doesn't have finger streaks on over sanding.
Try to be professional where we can.
So I'm going to start with the 400. We'll see what happens. Guarantee we're going to have to retape before we put the K2 on and make sure we've got it all the way back and clear the plastic. We don't want a tape line. So let's see how this goes. So one thing I want to note, look how yellow this is coming off here. So hopefully that's all the oxidation I'm taking off. I'll keep wetting it and hopefully that disappears here shortly. You can see we just dried this off. We've got a good haze. I got a spot here. Maybe that's wet, but I'm looking for spots that don't have a haze, that doesn't have a haze. I'm going to hit that just a little on the perimeter, I think. Just the perimeter, and then I'm going to move to the 600. We're going to go 600. Going to just wet this some more. I don't even think I'm going to clean it off. Go 600. You give me a brand new pack, boy. All right, we're starting with the 600. I did the 400 this way for the most part. I'm going to try to do this way to go cross grain. It's going to be tough on some of these. All right, you can see a little bit of difference. So what we did is we got to the 800. On here you can see the nice glaze, I would guess you call it, fog.
Haze?
Haze, there's the term we're looking for. So remember, 400 this way, 600 that way, 800 this way. So I can see some streaking there, not much. The 800, it all disappeared. when you put the K2 on, they say you don't want the 2000, you want a little rough for it to grab. So that's what we're doing. So we did that both headlights. You can see the other one's got the haze. Then I was just gonna cover the hood of the car and the bumper, but Mr. Portie, perfectionist, he brought out the plastic,
whole thing.
covered the whole thing, cut out the windows, the headlights. So I'm just gonna do a little cleaning right here. What is this stuff for?
It's prep, foaming prep, so you can get all the greases and oils off.
So I want to completely cover like that?
Yep, and then
let it sit or just wipe it off?
Wipe it off. And that way we can make sure we got a good bond on the 2K. So we'll do this and then get set up for paint. Woo, getting close.
Got the 2K here. So what it says, shake it for 2 minutes. Take this red cap, put it in there, pop the bottom, shake another 2 minutes. We should be ready to go. It says on the back of the can, this will be good for 48 hours because the two components will catalyze and you will, it'll cure inside the can. So you got 48 hours to use this. So whatever headlights you're doing, if you want to do this, do your Porsches, whatever you got, get them all ready, do them within 48 hours. So let me shake this for 2 minutes and we'll get back when we're showing, putting it on the headlight. All right, we got 2 minutes on here. Let's give this a shot. Let's hope I don't overcoat it and have it run. So I'm gonna start pretty far away. What do you think? Let that dry?
Yep.
Go hit the other one. Woo! Strong stuff.
All right, let's let that tack up and we'll hit it again with a nice medium coat.
All right, we're hitting coat number 2. I'm gonna do a little heavier, a little closer, and we'll see what happens here. No runs yet, huh? We might have to buff that down. I wonder if that first one was too far away. You ready? Looking better up there. All right, so we've got 2 coats on. It's got a lot of orange peel. So I think I'm holding too far away. I'm scared to get runs. So I'm gonna go a little closer this time. I can see if I can get rid of some of this orange peel on here. I'm gonna go a little slower. That's clouding up. That actually looks better. Let's try the same thing over here. Let's let that dry, see what happens. The orange peel's gone on this one, but it's really cloudy. The orange peel's gone on this one, it's cloudy. Let's see if that clears up though as she dries. All right, we are going for the final coat here. Let me just tell you, the first coats I did, I think were too light, and I had some orange peel. The last coat I did was a lot heavier. Zoom in on that. I got a little orange peel over here. So I'm gonna try to go heavy again. I'm too much of a pansy, worried about running. Don't wanna have to sand that off. But I'm gonna try to give it a little heavier coat for the final. Maybe get rid of the orange peel, but they are looking so much better. So let's give it a shot, see what we got. You said a couple like 7 passes? I don't know about 7. What do you think?
Nice and hazy.
All right, let's give it a shot over here. This one looks better. Let's get the same thing. Oh, I see some orange peel in the light down there, down on the bottom. All right, Let's see if I see orange peel over here. Maybe I want to hit a little more. You think I can do a couple more on the top? I still see it up there. Think it's too late?
Go for it.
Hit it. All right. What do you think?
All right. Let's let her bake.
See what happens.
Let her bake and see what happens.
All right. Look at that. We've got the final coat on. I can see, well, actually I can't now, but when I have the lights come down off the ceiling, I can see some orange peel here, and I think that was from my first 2 coats that I did, too light. I was a little scared to get runs, so maybe go a little heavier, watch the video again before you proceed, but look how much better that looks. We're gonna do some before and after pictures after we get all this torn off. That looks 100 times better.
Way better. It's no longer yellow.
And I mean, really just a little bit of orange peel. So, and you can see some cracking maybe in the headlight from below, but it's so much better. The yellow is definitely gone.
Yeah.
I can't wait to drive this home and see how much better I can see, but maybe I'm still blind. So we'll come back here after we get all this torn apart. All right, we are done. Woo! This looks so much better. What I did find out, look over here. So the Carfax, this car wasn't an accident. Right here, I think they redid this bumper. We pulled the tape off and it peeled that paint off. So I think in the next edition of Portie's Garage, we may be pulling this bumper off and we're doing the paint on the whole bumper. I noticed some on the other side. I can't believe it peels off. But that does not have to do with this video. Look at those headlights. So much better.
Way better.
I got rid of the orange peel. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm a little upset we peeled some paint off the bumper, pulling the paint off. But I think this is a success. So when we drive home tonight, hopefully we don't get bugs to stick in here Q2. I think we're driving a little early, so I may be sanding down and getting some gnats out of here, but I think we're good to go.
Woohoo! Nice.
So if you like this kind of content, make sure you like and subscribe to Portie's Garage.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.
So as we close out, look at those headlights. Mr. Portie also got some new merch here. Look at that sucker. Ordered that online. But I really don't care about that. I'm in love with these lights. So, thanks for watching Portie's Garage.